Okay, I'm going to talk to you about my my little cook kit and what I use. Now, I do everything that I can on as little as possible as I can as far as budget goes. You know, be it cheap or I just, I don't know, it's probably cheap. But the stove I have is this little thing right here, and it's sold under Amazon with the name ultralight backpacking stove 3.9 ounce. And I actually saw the videos for it and a couple recommendations on some other channels. I believe it was Intense Angler. I got it over the winter. This is now getting towards the end of summer 2014, and I ordered this stove pretty much early winter, like in January, February. Well, I guess that's late winter, early in the year, and it took a long time to ship because it ships from Hong Kong. Now, yeah, I'd like to use as much American made and such as I can, support the local man, but sometimes it doesn't work out. Now, I got this one. This stove right here cost me, I think it was $7. It was like $6.75, and it was free shipping. Now, it took a month to get to me, but hey, that cheap, and I ordered early before I started camping, so not a big deal. Now, I haven't checked the actual weight, but it's just this little. You open it up and you fold the feet out, and it does have a piezo igniter. It's a little click igniter screwed onto the propane butane canisters, and it does a good job. It's done all I've needed for, and I've waited so long to do a review because looking at a guy I really like to watch, we'll give him a shout out, I guess. The Outdoor Gear Review, Luke over there, he's an impressive man, and he does some good reviews. But I wanted to really put it through its paces before I did a review on it. And to go with my cook kit, all I use, like I said, I go cheap. You can see it's one of those sodas you pick up at a fair, and they come in this stainless steel cup, and then the large canister of fuel fits in there perfectly. You set it down in there, you're taken care of. No, the stove doesn't nest in it, but inside of it I also have room for the classic bandana given to me. I'm not trying to advertise for anybody. And then I only have one right now, but I usually keep coffee in there. And these I really, really like to have. Some people go with the instant, and the instant's not bad. I like Taster's Choice, the little packets. But when you're out and you can get a real cup of coffee quickly, and it tastes great. And then this stove, this cup here, it's a big cup. It holds a lot. And in fact, today at work, I just kind of felt like using my setup, so for dinner, I brought some instant mashed potatoes, and I boiled the water, and I made the mashed potatoes in here, and it was fantastic. But these, now, I didn't buy this cup. I found it at a thrift store. It cost me, I want to say like 75 cents, so no, there's no lid to it. I can work with sheet metal if I really want a lid. I can make a lid, but I haven't really needed it and haven't really cared to do it. And then this one, you can see I use it in the fire also. Great utensil, yeah, there's probably better conductors out there. If you use like the aluminum, or if you use the titanium, they might conduct better. But this one works great for my needs. The handle, it'd be nice if the handle folded down, but it stays cool for the most part. When it's right in the fire, right when you take it off, yeah, it's gonna be warm, hence the bandana. But you set it off to the side for a few minutes, not even, and the handle will be cool enough to hold already. And it's big enough that you can make food for two people in this, and I have. But all in all, tied up in this whole kit, I have, including the fuel, which is like $5. I have less than $12 in my cook kit. Now, granted, not everybody's going to come across one of these cups at the thrift store or wherever for that cheap. But you know, the thing is to look around, you know, and do your research. It's like this stove. I didn't just see this stove on Amazon and go, oh man, all right, you know, it's that cheap, I'm going to buy it. No, I actually looked up for videos on it, and it did a great job. Now, in this, like I said, it holds about 4 cups of water. For the potatoes I made, which is just you know, the little instant packet, it takes 2 cups of water for this. And it took me about 4 minutes to boil that 2 cups of water. There's probably ones that boil it out there better. Maybe if I had the lid, you know, we can do a whole lot of what ifs. Well, to be honest with you, what I'm really contemplating is, once I've emptied this, cutting the bottom off, because that rim sits on there perfectly. And then I'll hammer out that part to make it a little flat, maybe put a handle on it. You know, I don't know, it's something I'm playing with. Probably not going to do it, but you know, there's stuff out there, and if you do your research, you can find it. I'm going to do some more videos. I picked up a tent that it's a small tent. It's a cheap tent, cost me about 30 bucks from Target, but I'll tell you what, I've used it a couple times and it's been a great tent. You know, I've got no complaints. It's plenty big enough for one person. Definitely wouldn't put 2 people in there. You know, of course, that's with any 2-person tent, but we'll get into that. I also have a really cheap knife that somebody actually gave me, and that knife is a fantastic knife. It's a large fixed blade knife, and it came in a little set. I also plan on doing, now I'm losing my train of thought. Lost my train of thought completely. But anyways, you know, stay tuned, and I will be showing you stuff that I've researched. A sleeping bag I found, now I remember. I found a really good sleeping bag. It's not a real warm sleeping bag, but I go camping in the warmer months. You know, I got so much going on, I can barely make time in the warmer months, and I can't get out nearly as often as I want. You know, it's a sleeping bag. It's one of those ultralights. Well, I don't know if it's considered ultralight or just lightweight, but it's, you know, 60 bucks for the sleeping bag, and it only weighs, it's less than 3 pounds. I have to look it all up, but stay tuned, and I'll get you some more equipment that, you know, a lot of people can afford on most people's budgets. Thank you.